So I did a thing. I got a wireless microphone. Sounds all right for 20 bucks. You know, maybe I'll get a better one if I make more videos, or, you know, people are watching them or whatever. I've decided to paint over this. I am not going to work it anymore. So what I'm going to do is take one of my favorite mixed combos, which is bright aqua green and parchment or unbleached titanium works too. I really enjoy the way that color looks. I might water it down a little bit. And then we're going to say goodbye to this guy. We're going to vandalize it. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Even just the act of see you later, goodbye. I don't know. I think there's any parts I should keep. Not really. I mean, this guy's kind of fun. I don't know, let's just go with it, see what happens. I'll try to keep my body out of the way. That's been driving me nuts. I hate that purple flower so much. What I'm doing is I'm not really thinking a lot. Trying not to anyway. It's often easier said than done. But I'm just trying to make marks because I'm going to clean this up at some point anyway. You know, there is that point in the process where you're just like, ew, oh my God, it's awful. Well, you know, it was already awful to begin with, so maybe we mess with it a little more or cover up what was there and find something new and interesting in it. See, now it's just a lot of green now. I mean, it's fine, right? Green is good. Green, as I've said, in previous videos, green goes with everything. It's true. You know, the human eye sees more shades of green than any other color because we were forest people. We lived in nature and in the woods, and we need to be able to discern those different colors because if not, we might eat the wrong berry or pick up the wrong piece of fruit or something. You might think something's good greenery to eat, and then you poisoned yourself. And also, so we could hunt. You can see the variations in the green. It creates shadows. Wow, that is funky. I have no idea what's going to happen with this one. I really don't. I need to set this aside and let it dry, and maybe we can pick up another one. Oh, and this is going to fall. Ready? Oh, no, it stayed. Nice. I haven't tightened it up yet. Sweet. Okay. I'm going to go on this bad boy for a minute. All right. What to do? I don't know if you can see. I mentioned in another video about the Sharpie markers. You see this stain under here? If it doesn't end up showing up in the video, I will try to get some pictures of it. It's a little subtle, but it's really cool. You can see the green here. What happens when you put acrylic paint over these Sharpie brush markers? I'll show you one. The blue one. You got the little brush tip on them. What happens when you do that is, I don't know, something happens. I don't know exactly what's happening, but it's sort of dialing back the color a bit and then allowing for the stain to come through the actual paint. And I usually use a matte acrylic medium to seal in all my paintings and stuff like that. So when I do that, you'll see all this Sharpie just sort of come through. I've used that technique in a few other paintings too. If you look at my recollection series, maybe I'll put up a couple of those and try to show you. They have a lot of that Sharpie staining as well. So it's really fun. So there's another painting I did called You Were Never Trapped up here. And it uses the same technique. And that was pretty much the first time I did that. And I absolutely loved how, even if I was trying to get rid of that raw line, that Sharpie marker wasn't going to let me. So I was forced to live with that kind of raw expression, which was good because I think very often we're trying to hide that. We're trying to not show people our sort of weird raw line expression. But when you use the Sharpie markers like that, those, at least the brush tip ones, it doesn't matter. It'll come through. You've got to really layer quite a bit of paint onto there for that to fully go away. All right, so I don't know what to do with this. I might have to cut a whole section of this video out just so I can look at this for a minute because I really don't know. I have this bold sort of pink color already on my palette. Maybe I'll just start to play with that for a second. Oh, this has a shit ton of green on it. Maybe I'll throw some of this darker green in too. I don't know, let's see what happens with this. I'm going to start making little sudden movements with my hand. Some of these. I love what this green looks like with that. That's really cool. And I know I'm just making haphazard marks here, mostly because right now I don't have a real direction and I'm trying to let the canvas talk to me, which probably means I should be quiet for a while. if you've watched any of my previous videos, there was one I made yesterday. I don't know what day you're watching this. It's the one directly before this one in the, timeline of videos. I learned something yesterday about how I really feel about these little floral things, and I guess what they mean to me specifically. I had no idea making a YouTube video and talking about the flowers I paint or why I paint them could have the potential to bring me to tears, but it almost happened. I watched the video back and I was like, oh my goodness, like, yeah, eyes get a little teary. Just feel things really big, and I think they're really hard to put into words, but yesterday I found some words for it, and kind of took me aback, I guess, which was wonderful. Lovely to feel things. It's lovely to start to understand your motivations for why you do what you do. Let's not think about it too much. Just making beautiful, delicate little things. I feel like that's enough pink. So I use this sketchbook to put colors together and make they're sort of palette ideas, but also they make like a weird little abstract composition when I do these sorts of things. And that's something I can come back to with colored pencils or what are those, crayon dash, like the water soluble pencils, and like grease pencils or Uniposca markers, whatever. And I will make little detailed drawings over these things. It's a fun way to stay creative on the couch. Just pick one of those detail materials like the markers and go downstairs and watch TV with the husband and keep my brain all sorts of creative. It's fun because I don't have to take it seriously. I can just have fun and experiment with various things that I want to see, which is basically what I'm doing all the time. But sometimes on a canvas it can feel kind of daunting. Plus, I don't have to get all the paints out and stuff. I can just do my experimentation in a small space. I guess, aren't you just curious sometimes? Curiosity is such a driving thing for me in my art. It really drives me to want to make more. I'm curious about what this looks like here and what'll happen if I put this light green here. See, like that all together, I'm really liking. I kind of want to, I'm just always curious. I imagine this painting, I kind of like how it's coming together, but I imagine it has probably a good 6 more layers unless something comes together miraculously one day, which it can happen. I don't think it happens that often.